Pleasant good night. Welcome to Let's Talk Construction. My name is Emmett White. I'm your host for this evening. Thank you for taking the time out to tune in to us. Today, we're going to be talking about the Self Build Homeowners Seminar, which is scheduled for Freeport on the 17th. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very, very great seminar that's going to take place in Freeport. I would encourage you, if you have not signed up as yet, please um, sign up. It's going to be a limited amount of seats. It's going to be very informative. Uh, you'll walk away being amazed of how much you can save. So once again, I would encourage you to sign up for this event. For a small donation, it's $20 for this information, where you can save hundreds of thousands of dollars on your project. Once again, I'm only conducting a test, carrying up for the official launch, hopefully Monday or next week. Well, might be Sunday tomorrow. Depends on how things go this evening. But yeah, I'm looking forward to heading into Freeport on the 17th to once again share with the homeowners over there on how they can save a significant amount of money during the construction using the self-build program. This is very, very useful. It's a very useful system. It is a very, very limited amount of risk involved in it. This is where the homeowner take control. In most cases, some homeowners right now, for years, have been doing it. We've never had a name for it. Some places just, say, hey, look, I want to build my home. I want to hire a subcontractor to do this. I want to hire a plumber to do that. But unfortunately, in most cases, homeowners, they did it with little or no, in some cases, no guidance. Once let me make it clear, you cannot compete with a contractor. It's very, very, unless you're a contractor, homeowners, no. These are things that the contractors spend years, in most cases, a lot of time on the field, carrying out construction. Hence, you, on the other hand, will be doing your work. You might be in office or, be doing something else. So, it doesn't hurt, all right, to hire a professional because, building a home is a heavy investment. So, expensive investment. So you want to get the most of it as you possibly could. And the self build is one of the best way to do it if you want to control and manage your funds to the T. All right, because you now it puts you the self build also puts you in the driver's seat where you control your funds 100%. All right, 100%. Now you don't necessarily become the contractor. All right, you're what I would call a rubber stamp. You know, you're just there. All right, you sign in your check and stuff like that. So no, you're not there billing physically on the construction site billing. You come there probably if there's a site meeting or you want to make some changes. Speaking of changes, one of the greatest benefit also doing the self bill is once you make that change, there's no cost related to it. Now, as a building contractor myself, if I have the contract to build your home, when you make the change, there's a markup attached to that. So I get paid for that change. So as a homeowner, like I said earlier, you are now in the driver's seat where you sit there and you make the change. You could change this, you could change the door size, you could change the header size. You know, if you don't like how the elevation look, you can make some adjustments. Uh, and it could go on and on. All right, but of course, with these changes, it would affect your savings. All right, because if you keep changing, all right, if you already save 100 grand, you would you would find out later on now. Look at already maxed it out, making changes. So the whole idea of the self build is to save that funds. Save up to like 35 to 45, in some cases 45% of the construction costs. Now these savings will be discussed. All right, at my event. Okay, I'm not going to divulge everything on the show. I'm letting some of the great benefits that involve, and you would see how it could be tailored to your likings. All right. Like again said earlier, once again, this is only a test. All right. This is not the actual show. All right. Just doing some tests. And later on down, as the show move on, we plan to do some call-ins, so you can call and we can have a good conversation. At the moment, you could go in the comment section and you can shoot me a comment and I will respond. Or if you like to, you could send me and you could inbox me later on or hit me up via WhatsApp. Always hoping to discuss to help you, during in your construction needs. Once again, this is only a test. Okay, only a test. Back to Freeport. But let me hold up in Freeport for a while. We have Eleuthera on stream for the 24th. I'd like to encourage those of you who have already seen the registrations coming through. We have a limited amount in Eleuthera that's scheduled for the 24th at 10 a.m. We have some great, I have two great speakers. I also have a third speaker who want to come on board to come in and share some information pertaining to construction and architecture during the show in Eleuthera. So we're going to manage to squeeze her in. I'm going to keep her name the secret for right now. But yes, so this is beefing up to being a great showdown there in Eleuthera. So I'm looking forward. I'm returning home. My father and is from Eleuthera, JC. Amazingly, I have an opportunity to host it in James System, so that's a plus. We do plan to visit other communities later. It wouldn't be on this run, so on this trip, sorry. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to coming back down there in Eleuthera. Yes, this time I'm coming with some information, some powerful knowledge, all right, on the first time homeowners, what you should be looking out for. We have Rhonda, realtor expert, and we have Dusty, oh my goodness, I forget. We have a attorney, Mr. Bain, okay, who would also be speaking from the the aspect of closing costs and closing those mortgages and stuff and properties. So yes, that's going to be exciting, very very exciting, very informative. So back to Freeport. Freeport, listen, yes, register. You know, get those registrations coming in. This promises to be another great one down there. I know that I have seen a lot of things going on down there. We have some good construction work going on down there. So you homeowners, who want to take a different directions, all right, on building your homes, this is a great opportunity to come out, let's have a conversation. The show, listen, I'm coming there to do the self build. So if you have any other questions pertaining to construction, I'm open to it. All right. It's just not my show. This show is for the people. This show is for you. All right. These seminars are for you, the people, you, the homeowner. Okay. Um, I'm there to share, um, share as much knowledge as possible to empower you so it can put you in the driver's seat. All right. So you would know exactly, what you can do and what you cannot do, and what you should do and what you should not do. This also applies to in the first time homeowners seminar. The same thing applies. Yes, I'm there to have a conversation about the beginning process. All right. What you should do beginning. Some of you have the myth that, listen, you just call the contractor, have him come out and say, okay, look, I need a price. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's the wrongest thing you do. All right. Then I hear some of you called me, said, hey, Mr. White, I got a budget. So I said, where you got your budget from? Oh, I got it from a contractor, and I got it from a real estate appraiser. They're the two to listen. I've been in this for 30 years. Bringing you a wealth of experience, all right, a wealth of knowledge. If you like, I'm not going to divulge it. I don't have the time to send it over the airwave. I could always send you my CV. All right. Listen, that's wrong, and many of you have been doing it wrong for years. For years. We have this. It's so sad. I've seen so many places got ripped off, overcharged, shoddy workmanship. You know, I recall being on a few talk shows where I hosted my talk show. I was muzzled because I could only say it so much things. Now I am in the driver's seat. Okay, I am in the driver's seat, and I would speak, and I would speak to it straight out. It was wrong. All right. Today, homeowners are still being taken advantage of because the lack of knowledge, you know, and this is where, listen, knowledge is power. Okay. My seminars, I'm basically, I'm on this chicken feed with Japan for it. All right. They value more than that. But it's not all about me, This is not about me. All right. Before I depart, I would like to at least do my part, and share my knowledge with you all right, homeowners, just as well as contractors. Those are some of the contractors out there who I assist with their chores. You know, share the knowledge. So I don't want it to be a one-sided thing where the contractors, like myself, we have the edge of the homeowner. All right, and you there sitting at our mercy. No, okay, no, this is not a power play. All right, this is not a power play. It's time that we level the playing field. All right, and the only way this is going to happen is that the homeowner, take the initiative and educate yourself. You go to school, right? Learning is never stop. You never stop learning until you decide on stopping. So the same thing, it applies. Educate yourself. All right. You want to at least be in your home relaxing, knowing that, listen, I spent $300,000 or 180,000 or $8 million in my home, and I know I'm going to get a certain amount of years out of it. Listen, I've been in war with, listen, some of you home. I feel for you, but I only could share the knowledge. I only could share my knowledge with y'all. Now, if y'all want to continue to get chipped, fine. I mean, it's always that y'all got plenty of money to be blowing. All right. I war in a home. This home took 2 years to build. All right. 2 years. By the time the home was ready to finish, I'm telling you, all right, I had the opportunity to observe what was going on. The homeowner had to already start making repairs. Okay. Now, what happened there? Homeowner relying on the contractor to ensure that due diligence is done. To show that, listen, if I'm asking for spruce is there. If I'm asking for treated, you're putting in treated. That time, you the homeowner now, you putting your trust in the contractor, all right? Speaking of a contractor, now don't get me wrong, not all contractors are good, will mess you up. No, we have some very good contractors out there. The key is for you all, you the homeowner, to source them out and find them. Now, I'm not one going to tell you who to go to. That's on you. I am going to empower you with the knowledge so you can know what to look out for. And you could know who to call on to say, listen, I need some assistance. Okay. Like I said, anyhow, this is only a test, ladies and gentlemen. Only a test, just getting warm up for what's to come. Please take the opportunity once I launch. It could be tomorrow. It could be tomorrow. All right. Once we launch, please share the page, help each other, help another homeowners. Listen, even share it to the men. I've seen men taken advantage of. I mean, the wife, she's relying on the husband. You men, listen, let's stop being macho. If you don't know, get some information, get some knowledge, all right, so you can assist. The last thing you need to do, all right, is being in your home, the doors squeaking by the third or second month. You didn't get the hinge that you was priced for. You didn't get a scope of works. Listen, these seminars bring all of these things to light. I've had the opportunity to see, some of the schedules. A lady came to me and she wanted me to look at a place. So I said, when they're going to finish? She says, oh, they're going to be finished in XYZ. So I said, well, um, let me have a look at your schedule. She said, oh, here it is. Man, and I'm like, I said, sweetie, that ain't a schedule. All right, that's not a schedule. All right, you don't see where you're gonna be the next day. So there again, there's certain things what is very, very, very important. As simple as a bar charge schedule. These are stuff before you even make your payment to your contractor. You insist that listen, I want a bar charge schedule. All right. And these are stuff, like I said, we'll discuss at the first time homeowners seminar, because all of these are things we are doing step by step. I'm going to take you step by step. All right. I'm going to have seminars going to take you step by step. You get the first time homeowners seminar, then you have another follow-up seminar. Okay. You're not going to get all at once. Okay. Now, you can also talk about owner's rep. All right. How, that consists a lot of you homeowners who's not aware. Listen, there again, there's some things, if you're already in the process of doing, and all fairness to a contractor like myself, if you're already in the process of channel construction, it's unfair. It's unfair, all right, for you to bring someone in, okay, after you already start construction and you're saying, hey, look, this ain't look right or this ain't look, no. You now have to have a conversation with a contractor, okay, and the person who assisting you, you need to do that off the record. Okay, you don't make any bad blood. There are certain process, there are certain things you do, you as a homeowner, okay, you do before you even sign the contract. All parties must be, in agreement, and they must be aware. Not necessarily in agreement. The both parties must be aware and be transparent. Got to be transparent. You must be but transparent, because you're looking at, in some cases, a home could go up to like 2-3 years to construct. All right. Now the average home might take about 12 months. 12 months. So you're gonna be in a marriage with the contractor for a while. So be transparent with the contractor. All right. Likewise, contractor be transparent with the homeowner. All right. So you could avoid any misunderstanding. All right. And you can have sort of smooth, transition going through. So like I said, there's a lot involved. And homeowners, listen, you are responsible, unless you're a homeowners owner's rep, you are responsible for your construction. All right. You're responsible for the quality control. You make sure that the quality is there. All right. If your architect is not on board during the construction, that's your responsibility to dictate, to interpret those plans. Okay. In many cases, I've seen, all right, I mean, I just feel, I've seen where homeowners, a lot of stuff are not what's on the plan is not in the on the project. In many cases, now this is what get the homeowners, especially men and females. Don't just think it's just females. They just look at the structure, the paint, and all that stuff, and they get blown away. In most cases, they walk through. Uh, the door is not hung properly; it's swinging. You know, then you might want to find out, okay, hey, who they could blame for that. In some cases, then they blame Ministry of Works. Not all of fairness, the Ministry of Works. All fairness. See, that's another. We can touch on that too. All right. In all fairness to the Ministry of Works, they get blamed for a lot of stuff, what they shouldn't get blamed for. All right. Because there are certain areas of construction the Ministry of Works is responsible for. And I believe, and deep down myself, they've been doing a great job on that. But it's the misinformation that many homeowners have. All right. And they point the fingers at the Ministry of Works. Now, Ministry of Works in the past, they had some bad apples. Now, they had some bad apples. Some things happened. So I wouldn't talk on that. I had a conversation with Craig Delancey on that a few years ago. Must have been 10 years ago. And I believe he nipped that in the bud. Okay. But things like quality workmanship and all that stuff, that's not Ministry of Works responsibility. That's your homeowner responsibility. All right. If they put spruce, if the contractor puts spruce rather than using the correct using pine treated or using fir. All right. They put it in your house and you're not aware of that. He already paint that up and cover that up. That's not the Ministry of Works responsibility. If the door is not placed in the right location, that's not the ministry. So it's a lot. It's a lot of information. Okay. That you, the homeowner, need to be informed. All right. On it's a lot of information. All right. Yes, you might say, hey, they should carry some responsibility. But no, that's not their. Listen, they will never get to finish their inspection, and I don't think we have the manpower. Ministry of Works don't have the manpower to do all of that stuff. All right, and for years, they focus on certain structure, mechanical, electrical, and there's a lot of other stuff that they focus on. All right, which is structure. I think I mentioned structure. So it's a lot of areas. All right. So like I said, the first time homeowners seminar, that's the core. That's like in Genesis. That's in the beginning. All right. Your architectural drawings. You want to make sure that they critique because there are certain things once your plans go to town planning. There's certain things on the plans don't necessarily, mean that okay, if it's not there, it wouldn't get passed. All right. Excuse me. So, that doesn't have anything to do with the planning, the approval process. That has to do with architecture, and that's something that will be, it could be as simple as a door swinging in the wrong direction. All right, for example. All right. So there's stuff there. You don't have someone reviewing the plans before you make your final payment to your architect. Then that's another story. Now, architectural, that's for another conversation. We do have some, how should I say to put it? We have we have very good architects out there. Okay. Then we have some out there who just, like the contractors, they're just doing their own thing. All right. In other words, they say you pay, you get what you pay for. So that doesn't give the other ones the right to screw you over. However, if you're going to get a rod and pin, let's say $6,000 for your architectural plan, or $10,000, someday hey, you can do it for 3,000. Then you, if they could do that, you just pray that you get the service you're supposed to get. Okay, failure to do so will result in some things happening. Once again, this is only a test, being long-winded. Um, I think I'm going to sign out. Uh, Before I close, please, um, you know, uh, sign up for don't forget to sign up for the Freeport South Bill, and also the Lutra first time homeowners seminar. Thank you for taking the time out to tune in to me, tune in tonight, this morning. And I look forward to having a conversation with you all tomorrow or next week when we launch. Good night and have a fantastic good morning, and be safe. And please go to the church of your choice.